Hi, my name is Paul Cheema. I'm a salesperson with Remax Professionals Inc. Today in my office, I have my esteemed client, Mr. Qureshi, with whom I just did a transaction on a commercial condo. So I must congratulate Mr. Qureshi to my office. Thank you very much, Mr. Qureshi, for giving me an opportunity to be your agent in representing you and getting you your preferred property in Toronto.
Thank you very much.
So,
it's my pleasure to work with you.
Thank you very much. So, Mr. Qureshi, when we first met, can I just ask you what were your reflections about me and how you thought that I'm the right person to work with you? I'm asking about intuition.
Yes. I was looking for a property, but my son, he find out that your listing was at Albion and Islington, one of the unit there. And he told me, he calculated everything, and he said, Mr. Cheema is the agent for that property. I should call him, and even he called you to make an appointment. And the first time I met you there, and when I saw you and the way you explained to me about this property and features and everything else, so that was really good. Like, I never seen the agent before, and that's why I just made my decision right there that this property is good for me. And the way you was talking to me, that was really interesting for me, and that's all about it.
Excellent. So I remember when you made a call and then we started working on it, and you paid a visit to my office. So do you think that I represented you well when you were signing the paperwork for buyer representation agency? Do you feel that I explained everything in a proper manner, the way it has to be, without hiding anything from that?
Yes, indeed. When I came to your office and you put all those papers right in front of me and you explained to me what they are all about, and before even I signed, I read them and you explained to me, and I signed that, and that was the good thing. And again, before I had sold some properties and bought some things, but nobody explained to me about those things.
Well, unfortunately, I'm so sad about that, because as agents we are responsible to disclose everything upfront, so that anybody who's going to work with the agent, he knows what he is signing into. So during the time we were working on the offer, right? So because it was a very difficult situation for me, being representing both sides, clients on the seller side as well as and you on the buyer side. So how do you explain that experience? Do you ever thought I was inclined to any particular party in particular? I tried to stay very neutral.
Yes, actually, what happened, my own thinking was like, when I direct talk to the listing agent, I would get a better deal on that property.
Okay.
And I never knew that. Like, okay, that was my thinking. When I talk to you, then I find out you are working very specific on the both side. Like, you did not lean on either side, even though you explained to me really good, like, about this property. And I was satisfied with the way you was offering all these the things I need in that property to know. So I'm happy.
Well, I may have made some misses, like we keep finding out all the time. But well, your feedback on so many things, really appreciated. That definitely is going to, change a little working pattern that I am into now. So after the deal was done, the inspectors inspected the property, and everything was okay. So I referred you to a solicitor of my choice. I rather recommended you a solicitor.
Yes.
So do you think the referral worked good for you?
Yes, indeed. Yes, I talked to those people. They were really good, and I really appreciate that the way you was involved in that the whole process. Like, I never see that the agent would get involved from the beginning to all the way to the end. They just come and they show you a couple of properties, and they don't tell you what is the other side of this property, like a bad things or good things. They just tell you to, okay, go ahead and buy this property, it's good for you. And later on, you get stuck. But in this case, I was satisfied with any aspect. Like, I was okay.
Excellent. So how satisfied were you when I handed over all the paperwork of your property, right from beginning, from offer to whatever we signed on the document? Like, I think you remember I gave you a binder on that.
Yeah.
So how was your experience with that binder and all the stuff?
Again, like, this is like something that was new. The way you are dealing with all these things, like your services, I never seen that before. Maybe there is people like that, but
there are.
I came first time in that contact with you that I was really enjoying, like dealing with you, these things, like the way you are explaining to me. You provide all the paperwork, even in the files, like a bounding, like these were file. I never had that before. I just grabbed few papers here, there, and that's my own to go to find the lawyer or any other like appraisal or these things. But in this case, I'm really happy that I work with you.
Thank you very much. And I think many audiences will be watching this video later. And would you like to say something? Like, I would like you to face the camera rather.
Sure.
And what would be your recommendations to them about working with me or not working with me? So I would really love a few words from you addressed to the audience.
Okay, hi, this is Qureshi Jamil, and I recently purchased the property from Mr. Cheema, and he is the one of those good guys, like, who explained to you about the property you are purchasing. It doesn't matter you're selling or buying. He tells you like the market, like where the market is and what is happening. He provides you all kind of paperwork you ever need, and he never just left you in the middle of the way, like when you sign the deal and then he disappeared like everybody else. He stays with you until the deal is over and after that too. And my own experience, this is the best guy I ever met in this relationship. Like, as I mentioned before, I'm not really new in this, like buying or selling any property. But this time I bought the commercial property from him, and I'm very happy. And this gentleman is a perfect person who explained to you about any property you may have any question about. He is the best person. That's all I can say. And please, always consider Mr. Cheema first before you go and buy any property anywhere, but you give him a call, and it's my own experience that you will be very satisfied with him. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Qureshi. I appreciate your good words, and I am lacking in words to explain my gratitude to you. And this is my ultimate reward as well for trying to be very neutral, very I try to keep things information based, nothing personal, no personal opinion matters. Buyer has to buy or not buy depending upon the criteria, depending on the information available. And with us as real estate professionals, we have plenty of information available that can enable anyone to make a highly informed decision on purchase or sale of property. We don't have to make stories, we don't have to cook things which don't exist. So it's all about representing the right data in the right manner. Thank you very much, Mr. Qureshi. I really appreciate your stopping by and talking to my esteemed viewers who will be watching this video a little later. And thanks everyone for watching this video. Thank you very much.